Welcome to the artwork of CP, guys. For those of you who've been around me long enough, you know I have scoliosis. And you know I had surgery for that scoliosis in 2006. 17 years later, it I've gone on a discovery of the self 17 years later. I knew there was something wrong with my back, and I requested x-rays as soon as I met with a spine specialist. Now, that spine specialist in Arizona out of Sedona Spine with Honor Health. Honor Health is a local hospital. It's not the Mayo Clinic by any means, but it's all local hospital. Just to give you a frame of reference there. And the reason why I'm making this story public is because 20% of patients, and I believe I don't have numbers right in front of me, have spinal fusion failures, and they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. They suffer and they don't talk about it. So just as I talk about my emotional and physical abuse, this is something near and dear to my heart that I'm going to have to talk about more and more. You guys can use it as a research project. You guys can hear personal spinal fusion failure story, and then you guys can decipher whether you need to fix your spine or not. But we, as patients, need to start advocating for ourselves. And without me saying, I want x-rays, I want x-rays, I want x-rays, there's something wrong with my back. I know there's something wrong with my back. I wouldn't be on this journey of self-discovery with my back. And my medical liaison and I looked at, and she looked at me like I was nuts. Now, how I use my medical liaison is I use her to take comprehensive notes during these doctor's appointments. She's taken over the past 2 years, she's taken thousands and thousands of notes. She does this day in, day out for the elderly population and a couple of clients who are disabled. Typically, the elderly population uses medical liaisons. They are bigger in some states than they are in others, particularly Florida, but it's always good to have a patient advocate with you anyway, even if they're not trained as a medical liaison. It's always good to have a patient advocate with you anyway, just to answer those questions. Now, I have decided, now this is my own choice. I went in for a spinal injection on Thursday. This whole thing started back in January of this year. I knew something was wrong. I didn't want to bring it up because I had just moved to Arizona. I knew something was wrong with my back. I could feel it in my gut, feel it in my heart, trusted a higher power. And so I was going to figure two things out. One, my asthma, and one, my sleep apnea. The other thing was my back. Now I'm on to my back. And so I knew something was wrong with my back for about a year. And I just needed to get to better medical care to figure it out. Now, I had a spinal injection on last Thursday being the 23rd, and I That went successfully, except I had a muscle spasm while doing the spinal injection. That was fun because asking a person to stay really still with CP, you don't get a person to stay really still with CP. And Danielle's laughing at me and shaking her head when I say that because, yeah. So I had a spinal injection to numb the swelling of the screw that's displaced. Now I have a meeting on March 1 with my spine specialist, and I'm going to tell the guy that it's Bruce, I want surgery. I want surgery. Either I want now I'm going bang to my own drum. Either I want the whole kitchen caboodle taken out and thrown in the trash can, or I want a new rod put in. I have to decide that. Probably I'm 99% positive that it's going to be a new rod put in after we see what's going on with the CT scan and after we see what my top curve is doing, because the top curve could change over age, could change with age. It technically curved last time I checked, but I am aiming for back surgery, and I've already picked 2 dates, which screws up my summer, but that's okay. I've already picked 2 days, either one May 19th, and I don't care if anyone that knows me listens to this. I haven't necessarily told my family what's going on, but they can find out. I mean, it's public knowledge. Either May 19th or my 36th birthday, which is June 22nd. I will either have back surgery on one of those 2 days. And so I want back surgery. I told them that at the beginning. I told my spine specialist if the injection doesn't work or makes things worse, which it has, because now I'm having pain. I'm having pain all along my spine, which is a little bit scary. And so I told I told my spine specialist, who is not doing the surgery, I've already checked with her. She won't be doing the surgery. She will be referring me to some warehouse. And so now I have pain all along my spine, which means the spinal injection did not work. And it's masking the pain of the screw. I know it is, but this morning when I woke up, and this is how bad my back is. This morning when I woke up, I could feel pain all along my spine. So there's more to this than we know. There's more to this than we know. And I just want it out. I just want to be in recovery. At this point, recovery of my spine, because having a failed spinal fusion is the pits, and I want to move on with life. I have so many great aspirations, and back pain is affecting my mood. It is, I'm, it's better, but it's about, I'm at 60%, I'll be at 100% as soon as the surgery takes place. And I do have a plan. I've talked to people in private. I do have a plan for my pre-op and post-op recovery. Because, and we won't get into that until the surgery date is set. But my surgery date is either going to be May 19th or June 22nd. And hopefully it's going to be in May, so I don't have to have any more of this pain. Things went so quick for my back, it's unbelievable. But now we need to figure out through a CT scan what is exactly wrong. We know 100% that the iliac screw is misplaced. It's not connected to the rod anymore, and we need to look at bone structure, and that's why I want a CT scan. And so when I meet with them on March 1, it's going to be a interesting appointment, because I want a CT scan, and I will write everything down that I want. My fairy godmother list for my back surgery, and I want this to be done, and I want my back pain to be over with completely. And I just want, and I had back pain in Aspen, and the cold exacerbated it, and I knew something was wrong with my back, and I was just waiting to get down here to dive deeper into it. And so now we have to see, and I have been slowly doing research on the new techniques for scoliosis surgery, because it's been 17 years. There's nothing much that has changed. You're right. Technology changes all the time. And so for them to tell me, oh no, we don't do rod revision surgery, we don't recommend it, and keep me in pain for the rest of my life, that's just baffling. That's just baffling to me. So it's the spinal injection only masks the pain. It's a temporary fix. I feel good, but I want either the rods put back in or the rods taken out, and I will let you guys know what they say on March 1. I will let you guys know what's going on with my back. I've made my back a public story now, because a lot of people do not talk about failed spinal fusions, and they sit in pain for the majority of their life. And I know during my back surgery in 2006, they let my spine go dead for 20 minutes, meaning something on the electrodes that they had my spine hooked up to went wonky, went off. So the whole electrodes went off. So that's why the spinal fusion failed during surgery. And I think it was, I know in my heart, I know that going down that road led to a failed spinal fusion. And so now I'm trying to rectify the case, rectify everything while I'm still young and while I still have my wits about me. And yes, I do have a plan for surgery recovery. And yes, I do have a plan for pre-op and post-op and leading things up to it. And I do have a plan. Good, all good vibes would be greatly appreciated as we walk through this journey together. I will um I will share the transcripts of what they say. Maybe I can upload it as a MP3 on as a special episode because I'm sharing the transcripts with someone else, and I will maybe I'll upload it as a special episode so you can hear what the doctor says, because there's apps that you can bring into the doctor's office post-COVID and post-COVID and pre-COVID. It's a little bit harder to do. When I had my spinal injection on Thursday, they first of all they put me on my stomach, which my stomach didn't necessarily like, and so they had me lie over a pillow. They had no one else in the room. It was myself, the x-ray, the surgery tech, and the surgeon, who the pain management specialist, Dr. Sean Allman, down in Phoenix, Arizona, and they tried. They almost didn't, which I had to fight for, which I got. So they almost didn't want. They almost didn't let people go back with me, and I said, "Look, I'm in." They saw that I was in a wheelchair. They knew I was having the pain injection, so we fought. We fought that. I'm always fighting, and so we fought that. I was out of it there within 10 minutes. Yeah. So that's it. Can only mask the pain so much. It can only relieve the pain so much, and this goes for backs, shoulders, and knees too. And so that's why I want surgery. I'm going to talk to them um, for about surgery now, and I'll keep you guys updated as to what's going on as for as my surgery date and how long I'll be in the hospital. Now I will be obviously not able to record the day of surgery, whether it's May 19th or June 22nd. But I will be able to record after surgery. I'm hoping to kick myself out of the hospital, whether it be Banner Hospital or whether it be Mayo Clinic. In 4 days, I'm hoping to, as soon as it's all said and done, I'm hoping to kick myself out of the hospital in 4 days. I will be on bed rest for a little bit of time. I will be down to the count a little bit of time, letting my body heal. And so we'll see what happens as soon as we have a surgery date. I will let you guys know what the process is going to be. But yes, I'm calling my own surgery. Yes, I am calling my own surgery. I know way too much now about a failed spinal fusion. I'm looking on how to fix a spinal fusion. And yes, I'm calling my own surgery. And because the spinal specialist said, well, we could do nothing. And I'm like, yeah, like, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing. I have osteoporosis and we're not doing nothing. So it's either spinal injection, which only masks pain for so long, or and causes more pain actually, um, causes more pain and more swelling, and then it um, and then it's surgery. So all systems go for surgery. I will keep you guys updated as to what's going on. You may use this as a research project, or you may use this as a story of success, as a story of hope and success. Ultimate goal is success, and I'm happy that I caught it. 17 years later in Phoenix, Arizona, and I will keep you guys updated on what's going on. And then next week, we're going to talk about YouTube and interaction for this podcast because I need all. That's right. That's right. Danielle is doing something very special on her birthday. Thank you very much. And so, yeah, on birthday. So we may be late recording the podcast because Danielle is doing Special Olympics snowboarding, which I'm very proud of her. And so we may be late, but I will be keeping tabs on what's going on. I will give you, if we all late, I will give you the update when I get a moment because Danielle's my partner in crime in all this. So she and I will have the update when we have a moment. Be patient, but next week at some point we're going to talk about YouTube and talk about interaction with this podcast. And so we're going to talk about that and we're going to do that. And as soon as I get the update on my back surgery from the professionals, then I will let you know what they say and what the game plan is. And so, yeah. And so, Danielle, cute pony, do you want to lead us out?
Yeah.
What the cute pony said, thank you for calling us. And what the cute pony said, and I can't believe it's the almost end of February, the beginning of March. You know, here we go. And for those of you that want to send Danielle birthday wishes, how can they do that, Danielle? Okay. Yeah, everywhere on Facebook, on Twitter, on text, on email. She's everywhere. So for those of you that what? Yeah, on Instagram. I know you're on Instagram. So so yeah, you just have at it, people. Have at it. And can you admit your age, new age on this podcast?
Yeah. I so run.
that's scary. That's a little scary, only because of our relationship. And yes, the Amazon fairy's already so the Amazon fairy has to work very hard in March due to two birthdays that are several days apart. So yeah, two birthdays in my life that are several days apart. Yours and another one is several days apart. And yeah, so the Amazon fairy is working very hard, but we're going to give you guys an update. We're also going to talk about the latest and greatest technology in podcasting, and we'll be talking about that next week. And bear with us as Danielle goes to Special Olympics, and I have plans for back surgery. So we'll give you those updates when we can. Thank you for following us, and we'll see you guys next week. I don't know what day, what time. I wish I knew, but because Danielle's gonna be on the road, I don't want to impede on Special Olympics and impede on the birthday. I may impede on the birthday, but that's just me. I don't want to impede Special Olympics. So
No. Do I have you not sorry that you
yeah, yeah, she'll have a phone on. She'll have technology with her people. And so we're going to let you guys go, but I just wanted to give you guys that, and we'll just see what lands. And yeah, we're going to see what lands, and hopefully everything will work out in our favors, and hopefully Danielle wins a couple gold medals, and hopefully I get what I want for my back, which I will.
yeah.
For my back.
Will be for the line.
Yep. So you'll see, go, I would recommend that you go like the Challenge Aspen Facebook page. You also go like or Ask Win Facebook page, at the Artwork of CP Facebook page, all the social media outlets, because Danielle will be posting stuff. Thank you very much. And go like those pages, go follow us on social media to sneak peeks of what Danielle does as far as winning gold medals. Thank you very much. And then you'll get to hear, then you'll get to see what I do with my back, and hopefully I'll be better off this summer. We'll see what happens. Thanks, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye.